And we're back.
Are we?
Somebody in the room, I'm not going to name names, said, "What is that you drinking in that cup? It looks like piss." And I'm concerned that someone who's not on camera, if their piss looks like that, you need to seek
doctor.
medical attention.
Oh,
Definitely needs a doctor.
Urgently. Stat.
urgently. Yeah. But it's not me.
Bleeding from the inside. Nigga.
I said it's not me, but if you ever seen some shit like that, just know.
If you went to a girl house, here I go.
And her toilet's not working?
You activated my brain.
Piss probably come out.
And
like
she went to the
spoiled milk.
bathroom and you saw that in the toilet. You still gonna hit it?
Probably not. Hell no. I'm not.
He said probably not.
I mean, no.
How much
Fuck
have
no.
I had to drink?
Yeah, but I don't even like drinking at all in the first.
Shit, y'all generation.
Because you're not always there when you drink.
Y'all generation, y'all still going ahead if she got doo-doo stains.
Fuck no. I don't know who you talking about. You must be talking about the trench
Y'all
babies
still
because that
gonna
ain't
eat the
me.
ass and
I'm a
everything. Y'all
suburban. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm a suburban. I'm not doing that. I'm not a trench baby. I don't gotta hit everything that walks. Some people will hit a bitch even though she got a cockroach on her pussy. I'm cool. Yeah. The people are that disgusting.
He did what he did, the tap and the king crawling out.
Some people will see that she got food scrappings all over her house and still be like, "That's a bet. I'm still gonna hit it." And
Would
I'm
you hit
like,
a chick if you went in her house and her mattress on the floor?
I don't think that's a problem. Depends if it's clean. If it's a clean house,
if-
and
what if-
that means you can say like if your bed frame hasn't came yet, then sure.
What if she's sleeping on the pallet?
I mean, there's people that made homemade little bed frames with pallets.
No, I think he means she went behind the store and picked that shit up.
This is not a trap house, buddy. I'm not fucking anybody.
She got some pallets and put a futon mattress on that bitch.
I mean, this is not a trap house.
Oh shit! I ain't know what this is. It's still in here. Here, throw this away. Throw it away.
I ain't throw mine away.
Or put it with yours.
He was saying take it off camera.
Man, fuck them.
These niggas let me fuck up. Let y'all know I was a fat ass.
I mean, you did take 3.
We just thought you ate the plate too, motherfucker.
Oh, mine's on the edge of it.
Oh shit, y'all want to get this started?
Yeah. That was in my shit. God damn.
It's the loudest thing you ever said.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am what I am, and I'm going to be the very best of what I am. And for those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn. I'd like to thank you for letting me be myself.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the crib. I fucked myself up trying to be cool.
Darian.
Welcome back to Warm the Crib. You in the crib with me, I'm Ramon.
I'm Darian.
And I'm Zach.
I was trying some new shit. Maybe should have practiced that off mic. But welcome back. You guys are tuned in to episode 23. We're just racking them up, fella.
Yeah, we getting there, man.
Racking them up. Lot to unpack, so we'll kind of get into it. Zach, what are you grateful for?
Everything in life, living, breathing, and succeeding.
Okay. What about you, sir?
You know that shit, Ryan. That's why you ain't.
That's why I let you ride.
That's some smooth
I let
ass
that
shit there.
ride. Oh shit. Sorry. I'm gonna say my wife again.
Okay.
Cause that's really my support system, and the love that she gives me, and the acceptance that she gives me. I appreciate that shit. That's the shit that a lot of men need.
I was just checking some. I just seen the payment
Wasn't
off.
nobody worry about you.
Oh, y'all was just staring at me.
I know. No, I was listening to him and then I looked at you because he looked at you.
Those
what am
bitches.
I grateful for? Huh?
All those nosy bitches.
I am grateful for, you know what? I'm going to say life. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to be healthy, walking upright, not in much pain, but feeling good.
It's called physical therapy, my
Just
boy.
the kneecaps.
Just the kneecaps. But I kind of fell off on my self-care shit. And I
put
wasn't.
your Bengay on today?
I heard if you do hip mobility, it helps with your knees. Like strengthen your knees, hip mobility workouts.
Well, I've been doing yoga. Like I did yoga in a mat.
Talking about resistance band stuff.
Trying to make sure
that's
sure
Pilates.
you got strong knees. Pause.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I like.
I'm not going to listen to you eat
I like the
that
weight lift.
fucking
My fault.
snack this whole episode.
My fault. I like the weight lift though. So I mean, you got that strong.
Yeah, no, you need the weight lift because that builds muscle and burns fat, but also flexibility, especially at my age. I mean, it's better if you start it now and it becomes a habit, but keep the flexibility going. That's all. Let's see.
You need to be able to put your leg behind your head. It's like, nah.
Just like you. Dope movie. Usually I wonder why I'm paying, what is it, $18.99 a month for Netflix now?
God.
Because we're paying back all those back things for all the shows that they have. But they got a winner. The Gray Man.
Fire. Fucking
I
fire.
thought that shit was mid. I ain't gonna cop to you.
You saw it?
I'm just with you.
Oh, I'm gonna say, I thought when we was outside talking about it, you said you didn't see it.
Oh, bro.
I just want to see. I'd like to be the
First of all, I was surprised. I don't think I've ever seen Ryan Gosling act in a role like that. The closest was Gangster Squad with him and Emma Rose, and that was set like the gangsters from like the 50s or the 40s or whatever it was, somewhere in that era.
Wasn't he in The Mechanic?
I don't think I saw that.
That shit with I think it has Jason Statham in it.
Those Jason Statham movies all start looking alike to me.
He was basically Jason Statham's apprentice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out because I was pleasantly surprised at how well he did in the action movie.
Yeah.
And then to have Chris Evans in a role where I didn't look at him and think Captain America doesn't have his uniform on. Mm-hmm. Great. It's like the old before we had
that role.
Yeah. Before we had superhero movies, we had action movies, and it was great to get to watch a really good action movie. Anything else you guys watch?
No.
I just watch YouTube videos on how to camber your car and stance it and stuff like that, you know?
Okay. The Bill Burr shit.
You.
I know you guys didn't see the whole thing. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But Bill Burr, if you don't know, he's a comedian. I put him on the level with a Dave Chappelle mind. I think he's a brilliant mind in the way he just looks at society. And he's saying serious stuff, kind of like Dave, but in a funny way, right? Mm-hmm. And to get you thinking. And there's one we're going to talk about a little bit later, but he's hilarious. And he's got a new stand-up called... it's funny, I put in the notes for you to put into my notes for me. Turn on Netflix, go to comedies, it's right fucking there. Don't be lazy, guys. But it's hilarious. From start to finish, I laughed, and I've actually watched it 2.5 times now.
I watched Earthquake's new stand-up.
Who?
Earthquake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that shit was tough.
I didn't even know you were in a stand-up like that.
Yeah, I'm in the comedy shit more than most. Comedy and action is pretty much my two
genres.
Yeah, it's not really much of...
no rom-coms for you, romantic comedies. You ever want to watch a good one with your wife? Does your wife like them?
I mean, if the rom-com has action in it, I'll watch it.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? If I had to pick a rom-com, it's pretty funny.
All right.
Yeah.
How to Lose a Guy.
I mean, you don't have to rush to it, but
yeah,
it's pretty funny.
That's on the list.
You have to start you a list like I have the Boss Man list.
I made one on Netflix.
Did you?
A list of I was just scrolling through, seeing stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, that looks interesting. Let me just."
That's a smart way to do it.
And I'm gonna just go through the list. Just try to go through the list, rather.
You guys excited for Black Panther 2?
I mean, it don't matter to me. It's always gonna be fire.
It don't matter to me.
I mean, Chadwick was a dope actor.
What?
Nothing.
You're looking at me like I'm about to say some shit. I mean, I am about to say some shit, but
I felt like some bullshit was coming. That's what I felt like.
No, you do have a good read on when I'm about to give you some bullshit. Mm-hmm. I got to say that. No, I'll be honest. Like, Chadwick was almost born for that role, right? And the strength and resilience he showed acting through like 5 of those movies while dealing with cancer. R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman. So, like, who to replace him? And that's been like the conversation and the buzz for a while. And a lot of it was going to say, Shuri. And I wasn't a fan of that. Now, of course, I'm going to still go and support it the same way I go and support these other movies. I always make sure Black Panther, especially, because it's something written by us, that I go see it like opening weekend because I want them to have smash numbers. And I usually don't like crowds, so I usually wait a couple days to see a new movie. But that one I make sure I go see when it opens. But I wasn't like excited, especially because the last, like, Thor: Love and Thunder to me was mid.
I watched that one.
Multiverse of Madness was mid. I mean, that one's on Disney Plus now, but Thor: Love and Thunder will probably be on. And so I wasn't excited for it, especially knowing that Shuri's going to be the Black Panther. And so then I started thinking inward, right? Damn, Zach, get out. I hit my mic. I started thinking inward. I was like, am I sexist? Do I not want to see Shuri be the Black Panther because she's a woman? Now, granted, I would like to see a male play that role. Actually, my suggestion was they went to M'Baku. He was the guy over the monkey tribe. I don't know if that's their official name, but when they thought he was dead in the first movie, they went to him to take the heart-shaped herb. And so I was like, I'd be down with that. Mm-hmm. But now there's a rumor because if you see the trailer at the end, there's a Black Panther, and we don't know who it is, but they've got the gold on, like Killmonger had on. And in the comics, there's this storyline where they brought Killmonger back. I would be excited to see Killmonger come back as Black Panther. So regardless, I'm going to see it. But it started making me think like a lot of things like in media, and kind of segued into our topic without even talking about it. But like, are certain things forced on us? And if you watch this long enough, you know me personally, you know my heart. So don't think I'm an asshole when I'm diving into this conversation. But I thought it was a good conversation, right? So obviously, the LGBT community should be represented in media. I don't disagree with that. Just like at a time where you didn't even see Black people represented in media or only represented in certain roles, and people needed to see that, especially younger people who identify and want to see themselves in those type of roles, whether it be a fictional superhero or somebody who's just a regular person that conquers some great adversity and wins in the end, right? But sometimes I feel like it's forced.
Yeah, that is true. They force a lot of shit on us.
Do you think, especially being a film media guy, do you think it's forced in there? It doesn't. I'll say it doesn't feel natural. I used to watch the Green Arrow show, right? And there was a point where it just seemed like they started changing it, and they made sure they had like a gay superhero, a gay.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that.
The scientist dude, the black dude with the hair and the glasses.
Yeah, it's kind of like subliminal stuff. The more you see it, the more people start to adapt to it and be like, "Oh, all right, that's kind of cool." Like before, back in the day, they wouldn't let that shit slide.
But I didn't feel like let me make sure I'm clear to say that I don't think that these things should not be portrayed in media. I absolutely agree.
But just don't force it on you.
But I think sometimes it's shoved in your face. Like, remember in Endgame, at the end scene when they're all fighting, all the people came back and they're fighting Thanos' monsters and shit. And they make a point, and I think they did it in Infinity War too, where there was just a scene where it was all the women fighting.
Yeah,
like they all ended up in the corner and they were fighting, and it was just focused on them for a while. That's what I mean. That shit felt forced into there.
Yeah, nowadays they start doing that.
Yeah, I think
before back in the day, they never did that as much. But now, I guess certain companies have an agenda where they have to be like everybody has to be represented. So that's why they force it in there. But I don't know. It depends on, like, say if you're Disney, it's going to automatically be in there. There's no way around it.
But I
feel like that's probably a way of them trying to
pretty much. Like Boosie said. Boosie already said it.
Said pretty much. I ain't finished.
No, I already know what you mean, but I'm talking about like Boosie. Boosie said it.
You know what I mean? What was I about to say?
You know what
I'm saying? But get people comfortable with it.
I don't care what you was about to say.
But it's kind of like, I don't want to kill my own career before he even started yet. But I'm saying like how Boosie said it himself. He's like, they show you all that stuff, even like to little kids. They're not knowing about it, but them showing that to them more and more. Some people are like, all right, I can do this, and get too comfortable. In my opinion. But that's what Boosie said automatically already. He was like, back in the day, you wouldn't see that all the time. Maybe certain shows you'll see that like adult shows, but you wouldn't see it in a bunch of kids shows as much because
that's the problem.
You might not,
kids shows.
Yeah, but I said you're not developed yet.
I feel like they're pretty much trying to. Some of them are trying to show equality in some of that shit.
Right.
That's what I feel like. I feel like, yeah, some of that shit, you can tell it's forced when they try to basically make that the main focus. And what
or like they rewrite a character that necessarily
wasn't in that situation, but
before.
Now is. Yeah, that's that bullshit.
But like I remember I sent you guys a post, and it was people complaining about, I haven't seen the new Buzz Lightyear, and I'm not going to, but I guess he's gay or something in the new, or some two men kiss or something like that. I don't know what the context is. And all these people were like, Raven, how dare Disney, blah, 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 blah. Right? Well, first I say one or two things. As a parent, and I get it, it's not always easy. Kids can sneak and see shit, but there's parental controls that you can put in place on all this electronic shit. But as a parent, if you don't want your kids to see it, don't fucking show it to them. Like, why do you have to make a big deal about it? If I see something on the internet or on TV that I don't want to watch, guess what? I don't watch it.
I never cried about what was out in the world.
Me
I just showed my kids what the fuck I want to show them. I'm not going to let them see no shit that I feel like they shouldn't see.
Right.
Like, I feel like that's literally all on the parents. Like, make sure your kid doesn't. Yeah, sometimes they're going to, especially like when they get older, around my son's age, like 12, 13, yeah, they're going to try to see whatever they want to see by themselves. But Before that, you basically just put parental guides on what the hell they see. Like,
And watch stuff with them. If you're not sure, watch it with them. Like,
I got some. I'm gonna let you finish though.
no, go ahead.
But I say now, back in the day when they had shows, they used to have like adult jokes in there. The kids wouldn't catch on.
Right.
When you watch it with your parents, they'll probably laugh at it, and the kid be like, "What you laughing at?" Probably, but it's an adult joke that they'll find funny. That's what I thought was kind of.
I done went back
Yeah.
and watched some cartoons, and it'd be mad fucking adult jokes in them.
Yeah, but
Shrek
that's why
used
they
to
made
have
it
the best
subliminal.
ones. Those are my favorite
They
ones.
made
the
it
ones from
subliminal
Shrek.
where the kids wouldn't notice, but the adults make it fun for the adults as well to watch.
Right, because we got to drag those kids to see those damn movies. So
Which I don't see as much nowadays.
I appreciate it. But fuck was my point?
That's why I said let you finish.
No, I had another point anyway. I had moved on. Something you said sparked another thought. But again, I think it's important to be represented, right? Because your child goes out into the world. There may be a homosexual female or a transgender female at a young age, or male, whatever, it doesn't matter, a transgender individual. And so I get it. Yeah, so they understand it. But again, we shouldn't be relying on a television show, movie, etc. to explain it to them. That's for us as parents to sit down and explain, this is what that means. This is what's going on from the outside, because we don't know what the person's going through inside, but just so they have some sensitivity to it. But again, I go back to agree, it should be represented, but shouldn't be forced. So like in Thor, you guys don't care if I spoil it, this part, do you?
Nah.
Okay, I didn't think you give a shit.
I might not watch it. I may not. I don't know.
You know my man Korg, did you see Ragnarok? The rock dude?
Yeah.
The funny dude was like,
yeah.
hey, Doug, hey, new Doug.
Yeah.
The director actually plays that character.
Oh,
Plays
shit.
Korg. Yeah. Favorite character. And he's still one of my favorite characters, regardless of what I'm about to explain to you. So at the end, Korg wants to find love, and it talks about, and shout out to the guys at Part of My Arrogance podcast, because they were talking about this, and this would make me think of it. The way they do is the two men hold hands over a volcano to create new life. And so it, your face said it all. And so like, it kind of hit me, I was like, oh, Korg's gay. Okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, I don't really care. Does it matter?
Yeah. Nah.
Right?
It's going.
What's
that's
the
thing,
agenda?
There's going to be a character like that in every movie. A character, at least one. Even if it don't openly show it, you can tell the little subtle hints.
Even in the Loki series, Loki makes a comment in one of the first episodes where he's kind of saying he's bisexual, right? So was it important to the story? That's what I mean when I say forced. If the character, if that's who the character is, that's who the character is. Like I love Miss Marvel because now you have a Pakistani American young lady who's a superhero, and now that culture and that person are represented. And I'd say, why not create a gay superhero? But why go back and make other superheroes gay?
That's the problem. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
If they wasn't already that way, like don't try to change them. Like just create a new superhero.
Write a new one, a dope one.
Yeah.
Kamala Khan is dope. What?
No, I just got gas. That's all.
Oh.
You fired it, nigga?
No, I ain't for it. I'm
I'm
just
about to
saying.
say we're in this closed ass room,
I know.
nigga.
I'm just
All
saying
right, guys, this was our short episode. We're trialing out. Where can you tune into us?
That'd be over. Y'all probably be like, damn.
Funny kind of sim topic. So one of the things Bill Burr was saying that I thought was interesting was he was talking about feminists, right? And if you guys have never seen Bill Burr, he'll kind of shock you sometimes. And he says, why is it my job to care about feminism, right? And of course, the audience gets quiet, as some of you may be gasping if we have a woman audience. If we continue to have one after this episode.
I mean, hey.
But anyway, he said, and he made the example of that. He pointed out that women in every test have been proven to be smarter than us. And there are more women than there are men. So what's the problem? He posed the question, what's the problem? And he gave the example of like the WNBA and like women's soccer having very low participation in attendance. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Attendance.
I'm a little smart.
You're very smart. And versus like shows like The Real Housewives of wherever city or the Kardashians, where you got these women terrorizing each other or, you know, pretending to be their friends in the face, but secretly hating. And that's where the money goes, right? And that's what you guys are all flocking to. And he says it doesn't work because you guys don't work together to make it work. You'd rather see the Kardashians versus going to support the WNBA. And I think I'm paraphrasing him exactly, but it's such a great point he made.
I ain't gonna cap.
That's fact. That's because a lot. I'm
What?
sorry. Don't hate me for this, but a lot of you women like drama.
I mean,
That's why they
sells.
go to those. Yeah,
That's
they
what the news
love
is.
drama.
News is
A lot of
drama.
them don't give a fuck about sports.
I mean,
The ones that give a fuck about sports was the ones who claimed to be tomboys when we was younger.
yeah.
Those
I
are
mean,
the ones who cared about
It's
sports.
the WNBA.
I know some pretty fancy like get your nail done, go to spa girls that like really literally enjoy sports, can tell you stats and stuff about it.
About the WNBA.
No, but they also
Okay, I said. I mean, and as well, it's a WNBA.
but they also watch male
I mean, male
sports.
sports. I mean,
Right.
but the WNBA. I mean, you go there, you just see like, damn, it's like it's a high school game.
Have you ever seen a
I seen the game and I was like, if it's on,
Damn, is college more attendance than fucking? I'm
Fuck
pretty
yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Hell
college
yeah.
more attendance. like-
college is way more better. Even women's college basketball is.
yeah.
Hold up, I can't say that. It might be.
No, they stand.
I mean,
to be filled.
but it's college.
This
You want to
last
rep your school though.
championship,
You want to
that
rep
shit
your
was
school. Though.
yeah.
That's why. But I'm saying men's get more than the female basketball. I think too.
Mhm.
It says men's be going crazy like, boom.
Who
so
won?
fair.
North Carolina.
yeah.
The
Who won?
females, North Carolina.
I don't even give a fuck.
I think
don't
so.
know. I ain't gonna cap to you. It ain't my school, so who cares?
Niggas say I don't give a fuck.
My fault. I'm just
You
saying.
ain't shit. We try to be positive. Yo, I don't.
You
give
know
a
what?
fuck.
I like that. That was the first time that the "you ain't shit" comment was not directed to me today.
Oh, wow. I mean, come on now.
I'm
I
growing.
ain't-
Look at you guys. You
I-
guys are helping me grow spiritually.
I ain't dissing the WNBA, but I mean, like as a kid, I'm like, I'm not going out my way saying, "Hey, mom, can you give me a WNBA jersey?" You know,
No.
I always wanted
Because you want to be like LeBron
LeBron.
and
Yeah,
Steph Curry.
I had a
and all them
LeBron
niggas.
jersey at one point. I don't know where the fuck that shit went. I miss it.
But that's a great point. Like we watch because again, you see a man and somebody you might want to emulate.
Mhm.
Why aren't there more women trying to emulate some of these superstars?
But shout out to the WNBA superstars, the All Stars. I mean, there's some. Like,
Can you name 5? Like
I mean,
girls
I don't
that-
watch it, so I can't name
Okay.
5.
He did
But I
say
know, I
name-
know certain ones had good. They get good money.
He said name 5 players, and he said name 5 cities.
Teams.
I know the
Teams,
Sparks. I know the Sparks.
Aces, Las Vegas, I think Aces.
Yeah, I know the Chicago Sky.
But
But-
according to the thing, we aren't the problem.
Oh yeah,
I'm not about to say, but at least I know some of the teams. Come on now, because Chicago Sky had Deladon on there. She was from University of Delaware. That's all I know. She's also like swimming, but none. We don't get into that. We're not gonna get into.
Yeah.
I met her before in person. She a tall ass woman. I met her at Lowe's though. Me and my pops met her at Lowe's. It was dope.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck.
Did you dunk on her?
I mean, I didn't care if she was with a girl, but I was like, "Yo, you done? You know how my pop says, "You done?" So just like, yeah, like I see you out there doing your thing. She's like, "Yeah, thank you." And she kept on walking. She was at Lowe's, like,
yeah. He said
Yeah,
yeah,
Newcastle.
thank you. Like I guess her voice.
I mean, she a tall ass woman, and plus, she like usually women that I'm not saying all women, but usually women that date women have deep ass voices sometimes. I'm not saying all of them.
Oh my god.
Tell
I'm,
me, trying.
I was wondering what episode we was gonna get canceled on.
I'm not saying that's it. Don't ask me, but I'm just saying.
When they start getting little fuzzy chin hairs, yo.
Yeah,
them
that's how you
motherfuckers
know.
be
Yeah,
hype.
they
I mean,
start
hold on.
giving a
I'm
fuck.
sorry.
They just
Let's go
said
somewhere else
started.
with it.
They started not giving a fuck no more. When you seen they got that mustache up top, you was like, damn, you just don't give a fuck no more, do you? That's like a man saying, you know what?
Said fuck life.
I'm just gonna walk out here stinking. It's like you just don't give a fuck, do you no more?
I knew it, man. I knew.
Do you think people felt that way like when you started seeing more black characters in positive roles? Like, do you think people felt like it was being forced on them?
Yeah, them coon haters. Yeah, them motherfuckers. they definitely felt some type of way.
Especially when they had no talkies.
I'm pretty
you
sure
know?
they felt some type of way.
I
As
don't
soon
know
as
if
they
you're that
saw the
old,
black
though.
person on
The
TV.
movies that don't have no talkie, no sound.
Oh yeah.
You're
Black
not
and
that
white
old, are
girls.
you? Oh damn.
They still-
Well, we used to.
The movie
we
had
would-
no sound.
We would
Just,
see reruns of like Charlie Chaplin shit.
I mean, yeah, he was good, funny. Three Stooges kind of.
Yeah, and that Three
That shit was
Stooges too.
cool.
There was a kid that really loved the Three Stooges in my school at one point. Weirdo. I ain't gonna cap to you.
I Love Lucy.
There's
What?
no black people in that.
Oh, y'all saying shit with black people?
No.
No, I was just saying. I just started
was
talking
saying
about
the
Three
black and white
Stooges.
show.
yeah.
But I'm talking about the kid was a weirdo. I ain't gonna cap to you, but it's cool. He would always like reenact the scenes. I thought that was kind of weird.
No, that's what he loves.
But we was in school at the time.
We used to think the nigga that used to run down the aisles like Naruto was weird.
Yeah, they are. He was in high school, running down the high school hallway. I ain't gonna cap to you.
You ever go to an air show?
There's always one.
You ever go to an air show?
Air show?
Air show?
Yeah.
No.
Where you be playing air guitar and shit?
No. Like
The airplanes.
Airplanes.
Oh, airplane.
Nah.
So I
Hell
went
no.
to one air show down in Dover because the Air Force Base is
Yeah.
there, and I was standing on the C5, and I
Dope.
reenacted that scene when Iron Man says Captain America's like, "Wait, Tony, we have to have a plan." He's like, "I have a plan. Attack!" And then I ran down the ramp. What? It's cool.
I mean, but that's
People
a cool.
reenact shit they love.
I mean, that's a cool thing. But I'm talking about you're a fucking high school running down the hall like Naruto when there's a bunch of students. You're gonna hit one kid and you're gonna get smacked up for just doing that. Come on now. Common sense will tell you, all right, I'm gonna do this.
That's the
Anime
guy that they said where they were gonna take to what was it a couple years ago? They said everyone was gonna storm Area 54.
Oh yeah, he said he's gonna do Naruto run and nobody's gonna catch him. Yeah, bullshit.
Anyway,
bullets gonna catch you.
Sometimes I wonder too, is it like a
choking
war?
on my nuts? Sorry.
Hey yo.
Pause.
Hey yo.
If you get down there, you never leave the house, would you? If you get down there, you never leave the house, would you? Be just like a fucking cat.
Oh hell no.
I wonder if it's like a war though. Sometimes, like you know, you look at like the stuff that I'm saying on TV and the stuff that we've seen where it feels forced, right? And then you see, like in Congress, them trying to reverse all these laws, like the marriage equality law. One of the things somebody had posted was one of the senators voted to repeal the marriage equality law, and they went to his gay son's wedding right afterward.
Wow.
I'm like, damn, bro. Is that bad for you?
Yeah.
Hidden agendas, bro.
But that's what I like wonder, is it like war, like all before our eyes is like this war of like shoving this stuff in your face because everybody could comment. Even down to like, you ever just sit and read the comments on the most innocent of posts on social media? And I remember one time I was reading one about a recipe and the guy was like, you can make these wings in a crock pot or this chicken, whatever it was in the crock pot. And the person was like, that's bullshit because it has sear marks on it. So you must have seared it in the pan first. And bro, it started a 23 comment argument just because they disagreed about like, when do we stop being able to like disagree normally? Or just the way people like, I guess if you're hiding behind Wi-Fi, it's easy to just talk shit.
Oh yeah.
Like this guy I follow, he posts different tips for producers, and he posts this tip of how to find the chord progression of a sample, and he showed how to do it. And this guy was like, "I don't need that. I just use my ears." Okay, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like not everybody has that skill set. You're blessed, okay? Like,
you're blessed, okay?
What the fuck?
And motherfucker,
everybody got something to say.
That's facts. Everybody got assholes and opinions. Everybody got one.
Is there anything been on TV that like you like even maybe not you so much, but I mean even as a kid, I remember when they couldn't even say shit on TV or damn. Now it's no holds barred.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They be cussing their ass off on TV.
I mean, yeah, they loosened it up. Back in the day, probably was terrible for the kids. They used to hear beep 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 beep.
Well,
beep,
not
beep.
even like if you think about he mentioned I Love Lucy. They slept in twin beds because they didn't even want to portray a married couple sleeping in the same bed.
I mean, yeah.
The whole, push of Christianity.
Hubby is getting them cheeks. I don't care what none of y'all say.
I don't know what the fuck show
He either gonna push them bitches together or they gonna fit on that twin, but they gonna make it happen.
That's how television was. Just like nowadays, it's a little bit more lenient, and plus there's a lot of networks out now, so it's competition. Streaming is not a new thing, so television is pretty much dying out.
I have a lavalier mic. I'm just gonna start putting the lavalier.
I mean, streaming is a new thing. I know television's about to die out now. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't even get TV.
I don't watch TV no more because it's just a bunch of waste of time.
That is true.
TV's a bunch of waste of time. Plus, you gotta watch ads,
commercials.
But sometimes I kind of like the hybrid thing where the new shows they only put one out a week, because then you have because sometimes you ever blow through a show and you're like, oh shit, what am I gonna watch now?
Season,
I ain't blowing nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't blow nothing out here. We just straight plow through it. All right,
my nigga.
Talking about plowing, I gotta get you out of here.
That's all. We're gonna wrap this up here.
Oh yeah, I think somebody wait for me.
She out in the car. I also could think that, and I always like to argue both points, but what if it's just awkward because it's new? It's not being forced. It's just different, right?
Yeah, something that people aren't used to. And a lot of times that will feel forced. It's like when you're not used to change or don't want to accept change, anything that's different will fucking send you over the ledge.
No, I'm definitely cool with accepting change, but I just hate when something's like so like, how people act and they have to do extra, or they try and be extra when they don't need to. They could just be regular. Mm-hmm. Like, just be regular with this shit. It's okay.
Nah, bro. He's like, nah, bro. It's live or die acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go all the way. I gotta be like, what you call it? Steven Spielberg.
Is that your film hero?
Hell fucking no.
Who's your film hero?
Spike
I don't
Lee.
know. I don't know. People ask me that all the time. I just like if it looks dope to me, I just fuck with it. Don't gotta be a film
You
hero.
don't
to
got
me.
no. You don't got.
I
no
mean, Spike Lee, one of the
specifics.
dope things I liked how his like school days,
What did you say, Stevie Wonder?
school days Spike Lee had was fire. You know, always wanted to be in a fraternity, but then I saw like it's kind of some bullshit to me because like when I was trying to get into it, it's like, oh like yeah, I'll give you a call, or yeah, I'll put you on to somebody I know somebody. I'm like, they never hit me back. I was like, I
You
thought
take Adderall?
no,
Oh.
that's like cocaine. Ain't gonna lie to you,
I was just
You
watching
acting
his
like
brain
you're
process.
on cocaine, my nigga.
my fault.
He was like, yeah. I was like, who's your film hero? Yeah, I don't know. This show's dope, but I always wanted to be a fraternity, but it's kind of bullshit.
Hold on, but
Did I turn the stove on?
No, because
Can
I said I talked about school days. That's why I said fraternity thing. Because school days was about
But-
like being in college trying to join a fraternity.
Zachariah.
My
The point
fault.
is, you never answered this question.
I did. I said Spike Lee is one of them.
Actually, you didn't.
You
He
did.
gave you that
I gave you
suggestion.
Spike
No,
Lee.
but Spike Lee is one of them.
Whose work do you really like watching? Like you love watching the way their films are shot.
Quentin Tarantino. Say no.
Fuck no.
I don't like Quentin Tarantino shit either.
It's okay. His is okay. I wouldn't
It's
say all the
alright.
time.
I fucked with
I like
He
Pulp
likes making
Fiction.
actors say nigger too much for me.
Yeah, but he can't say it because he's not one.
yeah.
He can't say it. He tried. I think he said it one time in one of his film. I think it was like Dog Days or something like that. Doggy Days.
Mhm.
Pulp Fiction is one of his films I like. I just like to see the aspect of like how it's shot. I don't really have one certain one. I mean, I'm always gonna fuck with my shit because I just learn off of every single.
But you don't have a favorite? That's
Not that-
interesting.
Not I found out. No, I haven't really.
I've only
wa-
met
I don't-
one other person who doesn't have a favorite anything.
Well, I haven't really watched stuff too deeply. Like, all right, this is my favorite person. Every movie I gotta watch is his. Like, I don't have a set favorite because I'm like everybody's creative in their own way. So I'm like,
No,
if I can learn
true.
something from that, I can just make it my type of thing. I just learn from it. I don't really make him my favorite. I'm like, I fuck with his kind of heavy, but I'm not gonna say he's my best top favorite one.
That's so weird because, like, even for me, when I'm listening to music, right, and if I hear certain elements and the way everything's put together, I'm like, damn. If I don't know it, if it's not obvious, I'm like, who produced this? Because some producers have a sound, right? So my favorites are Timbaland. Timbaland had, most times, Timbaland probably made this beat when you hear it. You know when Pharrell made it. You know when Just Blaze made it. You just kind of know, and you, like you said, I learned from it. But I'm like, man, I really like that sound.
Maybe if I was a kid, I probably can pinpoint who's my favorite. But at this age I'm
But-
at, I'm like, I don't really have a favorite.
I don't think as a kid you were actually looking at who's the actual.
Yeah, you're not probably thinking about the
Yeah.
cinematography of it.
No,
I
when
mean,
I started-
we're
when I
not trying to
started-
change your mind.
No, when I
about
was
it.
in high,
yeah,
when,
nah,
when I
yeah.
was in high school, I started to get into cinematography and filmmaking. So I was like, I was
So
watching.
yeah, see.
But I'm talking about like if I was like at that age still in high school, I'm like, I'll probably give you a
Okay.
name off a good few. But now where I'm at, it's like since I know the whole aspect and how stuff go into it, they all pretty much learn off of each other. They can't always say, all right, this is my favorite one.
You was in high
Right.
school what 4 years ago, nigga?
Yeah.
More
You
than
saying
4.
that shit like it was 5, nigga. It
I'm
wasn't
talking about when I was early in high school, not
like freshman.
yeah,
So
freshman
6
year.
year-
Like-
but the point I'm making though, now, I'm not gonna leave it alone. You don't watch a particular artist work and say, man, they consistently knock it out the park with the way this looks.
You know what?
visually.
I got it. It's who's the dude that made 1917, that one movie, that military movie?
I've never seen it.
Who made Batman?
Which one?
Arkham Knight.
The game?
Huh?
You mean the Dark Knight?
Dark Knight.
You said Arkham Knight. I'm like,
I was
that's a
about to say.
video game.
How far Dark Knight?
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan's is a good one.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite. He has a lot of action pack. He just dropped a new movie called Ambulance.
Okay.
It's an action pack movie. I gotta see that. That looks fucking dope.
Okay.
But the only reason I like it because he has a lot of action pack in his shit. But without the action pack, it would be Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
It won't be Christopher Nolan. That's how he made his name. He's action pack. That's how you remember somebody, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
that
even
makes-
back in the day, I had favorite directors, and John Woo. I used to think had great shots when he did his action movies.
I never gave a fuck.
Spike was
about
one of
them.
them. I haven't watched that one movie where he was a pizza delivery dude. What's that movie called? Where he was in New York City.
Aren't all
Just-
his movies in New York
just-
City?
No, it's like it was something. Just do the right thing. I never saw that one.
Do the right
Do
thing.
the right thing. My
Do
nigga
the
said
right thing.
just do the right thing.
Do the right thing. I haven't saw that one yet.
How you add a word to the title?
I thought it was just in there.
Go back and listen to episodes. He does that all the time with titles. He
Mm.
really doesn't remember titles of shit.
Don't.
My favorite, what's tied? Spike Lee movies are Malcolm X
Mm-hmm.
and Mo Better Blues.
Mo Better Blues. I didn't see that. My mom recommended me to watch that.
Oh my god, phenomenal fucking movie.
I like Malcolm X though. I fuck.
Please go
Yeah,
watch
Malcolm
Mo
X
Better
is fire.
Blues.
I love
That's
Malcolm
one of my
X
favorite Denzel performances. Wesley
American
Snipes is
Gangster,
in it.
though.
Okay.
No, we said Wesley Snipes was in that.
Nah,
I hear
fuck
you.
you. All right, Darian, let's wrap this shit up. What's your final thought? Zach's checked out.
That's funny as shit. Yeah, my nigga kept looking. Oh yeah, you do got.
No, I didn't look at it. I was looking at my emails though.
Nah, you gotta go soon though, don't you?
Yeah. Sorry I rushed y'all niggas.
That's all right.
It's all right.
The topic wasn't as deep as I thought, actually.
Yeah,
It wasn't really.
Fuck you.
we stretched-
I ain't see you contribute to it,
Throwing
motherfucker.
shots. But yeah,
Not talking in the microphone, motherfucker.
fact.
My fault,
Nigga
nigga.
leaning back the whole
How
time.
the fuck you play a game where you gotta use a gun and aim at shit, and you can't aim at a mic in real life in front of you?
That's because my mic is right here on the side of me. I'm not in front
No,
of
no,
it.
you didn't hear the question. But anyway,
So I'm like this when I'm usually playing the game. I'm just talking like this, not even looking at the mic. When you looking at something I can see right here, I'm just moving around. I'm a movie person.
but even when I move, you notice I move and I still direct my voice toward the
See, I'm
capsule.
gonna get used to it.
So see, when I look at Darian, I still direct my voice into the capsule, and then when I
See,
look
I'm
at
gonna get
you,
used to it.
and even when Kick was here, I looked over there and I directed my voice to him.
See, I'm gonna get used to it. I just gotta get used to it. You know, gotta do my. It's like muscle reflexes. You know, you got muscle reflexes built up.
Muscle memory.
Muscle memory. Whatever the fuck y'all call that shit. Let's do what y'all
All
gotta
right.
do.
Reflexes.
There we go.
Reaction, my
Right
nigga.
at the end. See, he always hits it
I
right
don't
at the end.
give a fuck.
That is true. This nigga smacks the mic every time at the end.
I'm about to smack a bitch.
That's what you doing tonight?
I
That's-
joke with you. I joke with you.
I think the title of this one is "This Is Our Last Episode."
But we wonder why we didn't give Zach a mic next time.
Oh shit.
Yeah, nobody's complaining. So, nah, you funny, dude. I'm
Nah,
gonna
yeah, you
start.
funny as shit.
I'm gonna start getting you guys to sign a paper because I want to. It's like certain sounds that I hear or sayings. I'm like, I'm gonna put that in the song.
Right.
If I forget, I'm gonna start just dropping in a little folder and go to it. Have a whole sample pack.
Yeah.
Warm the crib sample pack. Anyway, where can the good people interact with us and stuff?
At Warm the Crib across all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and on TikTok, we are Warm the Crib Podcast.
This one was a quick one for you guys, so it shouldn't be too hard for you to watch it and listen, or listen and then watch it.
Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube.
Subscribe.
Yeah, YouTube,
Subscribe.
Spotify, and
Put your notifications
give us a
on.
rating on those other
Notifications.
podcast channels.
Hit that bell.
Facts.
Hit that 5-star.
Tell
Hopefully, you
them-
like us.
Tell them we doing something right, goddamn.
And if you hate us, let us know because we can see you in the comments.
We'll
and
take
we trying to be
suggestions.
consistent. We trying to be consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give
Yep.
Give
We'll
us some
take
suggestions. Give us some
We'll
topics
talk
y'all
about
want us
whatever
to
the
talk
fuck
about.
y'all want us to talk
Except
about.
anything that will get us canceled. Because if you do that, you get blocked. I'm joking with you.
We'll go with the cancel.
Nah,
Nah,
I'm
with
joking
it.
with you.
No, I think
We're raw,
not the cancel
uncut.
culture thing. I think everything deserves the conversation. Even this topic was a little touchy, but I think it was a good conversation.
I mean,
Fact.
the WNBA is always touchy. They hate that they don't get paid enough, but I mean,
I mean, that
come
wasn't
on.
the topic of the episode, but go ahead, do your thing. We say wrap it up or whatever.
All right, guys, time to wrap it up. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. And what do you want to say for the last remarks, Ramon? All right.
Get or keep your shit together, your self-care, your health, your inner peace, and your time management. Until next week, we'll talk to you later. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.